everybody out there at MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. I'm Jim Powers, the voice of the Saints. Glad to have you with us as we do our weekly coaches chats. And joining me is the head women's coach here at Maryville, Chris Ellis. And Coach, obviously a weekend that I think was a learning experience with the trip up to Ohio and a lot of different aspects for you.
I think our new players learned what it's like to have to play at the Division II level. And, when we scheduled those teams, they weren't as good as we thought they would be. And Walsh had a couple transfers, and so did Malone, and made a big difference. And, Malone, really didn't show up. And honestly, we did not play well. There was no energy from the beginning to the end. The Walsh game, first half was pretty good. We led at halftime. Erica Lorden hit a, 50-foot three, got a steal and put it in. But, second half, we apparently got tired, didn't do the things we were capable of doing. Defensively in transition, they just put us back on our heels and consequently gave up a lot of easy baskets and sent them to the free throw line way too many times. So we're working on conditioning and trying to get ready for Lincoln this weekend. And
a trip like this, it kind of gets that early season jitters out of the way because of the GLVC travel schedule, to where there's going to be times where we're going to leave on Thursday morning and come back on late Saturday night. And this kind of gave the young girls an opportunity to kind of live that.
Well, they did, and although none of the freshmen got a lot of PT, they did learn what it's like to have to compete at this level. Just because you have Maryville across your chest doesn't really mean anything. What it means is that the other team's going to be ready to play you, and if you're not ready to play, you're going to get beat.
And this week, Lincoln comes. You guys head down to Lincoln this coming Saturday. What's the early scouting report on Lincoln?
Well, they have a couple of really good players returning. They're going to be relatively athletic. I think they are trying to find themselves kind of like we are in terms of who's going to play where. But they're going to be well coached. They'll be a good test for us. They're an MIAA team, so it would be nice to go in there and play well.
Talk a little bit too about how the schedule sets up. We talked a little bit about it during the coaches show. A little bit lighter on the scheduling side in November, and then kind of picks up a little bit of steam in December before you guys head to Puerto Rico.
Well, we've got Lincoln, and then November's pretty much over and done. We have Oakland City at home. It's our last home game, and for a month, we go to Puerto Rico for 3 and UMSL for 1. So, the schedule's good. We play 29 games as opposed to 26 because we are doing the international thing with Puerto Rico, and it gives us a chance to get away, not just from St. Louis, but just get away as a team for a while. Hopefully, we'll do well in Puerto Rico and can take that into the GLVC season. But UMSL's going to be really tough to beat. They're really good.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of film on them and talking to some folks. A lot of people are gearing up for that Saturday afternoon matchup here in a couple weeks.
Well, they can gear up all they want. We've got a long way to go before then. So, we're just trying to get ready for Lincoln and take care of business that way.
Absolutely, Chris. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you next week.
Well, Jim, thanks for having me.
Chris Ellis, the head women's basketball coach here at Maryville University. We'll talk to him every week as we follow the women's basketball program through the season into the GLVC conference play, and then hopefully the postseason tournament. I'm Jim Powers. Glad to have you with us. It's always a great time to be a Saint. Thanks so much.